welcome back to the channel. I am Britt, creator of The Style Shaker, your guide to cleaner, greener beauty, skincare, and beyond. And today I am back with another weekly roundup. So these are a bunch of the products that I've been testing, and I'm giving you a run through of all the reviews all in one video. So I have 5 cleaner beauty products today that I'm going to talk about. If you want to know what's new, what's great, what's not so great out there, then stick around and let's get into it. Always testing over here. Always testing, always testing. Grab a cup of coffee, settle in. Let's talk about clean beauty. While you're settling in, just a quick note, takes 2 seconds. If you enjoy videos like this and you want to support the channel, hit that like button. It really does help. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new to clean beauty or you're refreshing your clean beauty routine and you just kind of want to stay in the loop on what's going on over here. All right, let's start with the first product here, which was gifted by the brand. You're still getting my honest reviews, but I like to disclose whenever anything's gifted. The Cocokind Low Essence with Sea Grape Caviar. Now, I selected it, so I was like, essence, that sounds like a good addition. Yeah, maybe I could do that. I don't know. You're supposed to apply this after toner. I do not use toner. I have a very basic skincare routine or else my skin just gets mad at me. Here's how I used it, and here are a few things you might want to know about. This is $18. And by the way, I have full reviews back on the site so you can see the post with all the details and all the rest of it if you want to. So $18, very great price point. Love this brand. It's supposed to kickstart and boost your natural glow. Also improve the absorption of the products you use next. So I put this on before I use a serum. If you cannot handle or tolerate, or your skin can't tolerate essential oils, do check the site out and see what's inside, because what works for one person might not work for another. Plenty comes out with the spray, but I've had it for a while and I haven't gone through too much of it. After that, I am testing the Mad Hippie Vitamin C Serum, so I put my vitamin C serum on top. Spray is not super fine. It's not like a super fine mist, but it still works really well once you get the hang of it. It wasn't sticky. Its smell is really light and refreshing, so none of that really lingers. And then for a midday touch-up or to set something, like if I have a powder and it's looking too powdery on me, it's a little bit different than a natural setting spray, but I still think it worked. My skin is looking a little bit more evened out and hydrated, and if you have oily skin and you're looking for moisture and also to help products absorb better into your skin, haven't done a technical test there, so I can't say that that's actually happening, but if you need something that's lightweight and kind of refreshing to put on first thing, it's pretty lovely, and I feel like it's a very approachable price point. I'm surprised that I keep using it, and I've started to use it every day, so it might be a part of my routine and my morning ritual, which is just kind of expanding and expanding. Next up, I have the LYS Beauty. This is their Speak Love Glossy Lip Treatment Oil. $12, and it's supposed to be a nourishing, clean lip treatment. So they're not just saying it's a gloss. This is really about treating the lips and also providing a light gloss. It gives a high shine finish, long lasting. Supposedly, again, all this is back on the scorecard. So here are a few things you might want to know about this guy. There's a flavor ingredient. I asked the brand and I received, it's watermelon flavor. I don't know what that means. Like watermelon flavor, what is that? Natural watermelon flavor? Like, are you take, what's going on there? Is it like a food additive? That really sort of bummed me out. The applicator, I get what they're trying to do here, but I found it to be a little messy. And I understand logistics here, but it's just, it gets all over the tube and it gets kind of sticky. So I'm not really a huge fan of this applicator. And if you squeeze just a little bit, you really only need a little bit of product and you get a nice shine payoff here. The gloss overall was not super sticky. It felt really lovely on, and my lips felt very hydrated and moisturized, and they didn't end up drying out. Sometimes hydrating products, I'll use them for a few days and then I'll start going, why are my lips so dry? So they have the opposite effect. This was not the case with this lip gloss. And finally, it held on pretty well throughout the day. So I won't say it lasted all day, but if I can get 3 hours out of a lip gloss, I'm pretty happy about it. I just, you know, the packaging, the applicator is a bit of an issue. But more importantly, you can recycle this packaging, by the way. The cap, probably not. The flavor is kind of a bummer. I have other lip nourishing products that I would use instead. And next, we have from 14E, this was gifted from the brand, their Aloe Nourish Cheek and Lip. They did a rebrand. They have really sustainable, biodegradable packages made from sugarcane. There's 3 shades here, so you have Sunrise, Aurora, and Sunset. These are really multitaskers. They give a flush of color. It's like a velvety mousse-like texture is how they describe it. I would say mousse-like, maybe a little velvety. They're $34 each, so they're not really inexpensive, but they are multitaskers, so you can get some good use out of it. First up, there's Japanese honeysuckle. It's a natural preservative, but it also can be, there's documentation out there on both sides of the coin. I'm not here to fearmonger. For those that are looking for Japanese honeysuckle and worried about it, or if you don't know, Google it. It is in here, used as a natural preservative. I'm okay with it, but really to each his own. It's really all about what you're okay with using for your body and your lifestyle. And the good news is you have a choice. Glycerin, jojoba, and aloe are also up front here. I'm a big fan of this brand. I like their ingredients usually. They're short and sweet lists, and they don't use water, so they don't have to add a ton of maybe synthetic preservatives in there to keep them shelf stable. So the best for the cheek color, in my opinion, Sunrise. I loved this cool pink color for cheek. I didn't get much of a payoff on the lip with Sunrise, but I loved it on the cheek, and you can also do the rest of the face if you want to, just to kind of warm it up. In terms of lip color, Aurora and Sunset were really pretty. I don't know, this is really an easy, everyday, natural looking makeup situation. And sometimes it works for people, and other times you're like, why is it not so easy and effortless for me? So it depends on your skin and the kind of look that you like to go for. I really like these on the lip. I don't like these as much across the face, but that's because I'm not a huge blush person. Full review is back on the site if you want to check it out. The other thing I want to mention here is sometimes these moussey, velvety type products don't mesh well with other products on your skin. So you might be the person that just puts this on and goes and there's nothing else on your skin. I'm the person that would put this on top of something else like an SPF, maybe a setting powder, whatever, maybe a bronzer. Whether or not I put it on first or on top of anything, it melted in flawlessly. I saw no budging, no smudging, no shifting or anything like that, and that's important to me, so I was really a fan of the application. The next, also from 14E, these are their new lip sheens. I have them in Petal, I have it in Bayberry, and I have Sumac. $26, also gifted. It's a lightly pigmented lip treatment, so again, this is your lip treatment situation. You're getting the color and you're getting the hydration and treatment. And it gives a subtle sheen, so you're not getting high gloss, you're not getting matte, you're just getting something that looks very natural. There's waxes in here where you have to press it to your skin and it naturally heats up. So if you're looking for something super silky, sometimes there's silicones involved and emulsifiers. I'm fine with those not being in here if it works really well and you just press it to the lip. And at first I thought, ooh, that's some interesting texture, but really after seconds, it does melt onto the lip. And there's a touch of peppermint in here, so it sort of like wakes you up. If you hate peppermint, then you might not like these. I love peppermint, I can't get enough of peppermint. Okay, so the shades for me and how they paid off, Bayberry for me ended up being my perfect everyday shade. I've been using it quite a bit. I also really love the magnet here. This isn't the biodegradable packaging, of course. Unfortunately, and I wish it had the same type of attention. That said, I loved this for the everyday shade. Sumac was a really pretty red. It's a really subtle red. You can see it has impact, and it's just fun to kind of like zhuzh it up a little bit. Maybe you have a glow on the face and a red lip and mascara and you're done. And then for Petal, this one just didn't show up on me. This was just kind of, you know, you can't win them all. Petal just didn't work for me. It is a very subtle nude color. It came off almost like it washed out my lips, you know what I mean? I'll show you a swatch so you can check it out and see which color will work best for you. If refills were available, Bayberry would be on heavy rotation, because the other thing that I ended up loving about these, at first I really liked them. I did, and I loved the peppermint and all the rest of it, but I ended up reaching for them because the feeling that they gave my lips, the amount of moisture that they gave without being heavy or tacky, I don't know what's inside of here. I mean, I know technically, but I don't know what's doing it. My lips felt so good, and I can't wait to use these when temps get cooler and things get drier. I think these are going to work just as well then. I just loved the way my lips felt when I used this. Now the LYS is also supposed to be the one I just talked about, kind of a thing. Get a little bit more gloss in there. I felt softer lips. My lips just felt very healthy. I don't even know what that means, but that's what I felt. So I've been reaching for the Bayberry heavy rotation, big time, huge. Sorry, I just went Pretty Woman. And then the last I've already talked about on here, but I wanted to mention it again, kind of separately in the Roundup. It was in a Merit Beauty Roundup. I have been reaching more and more for the Merit Beauty mascara. I wish it wasn't in black plastic, because really there's nothing you can do to help recycle that. That's really bad for the planet, or so I've read. I want them to change that. Please change that, because this stuff is good. I really like this mascara. And at first I pretty much liked it, but man, I've really loved it since then. $26, so it's approachable, and this is meant to be your everyday mascara. This isn't like high glam, fancy pants. This isn't super natural, not even there. This is just an everyday, hi, I have lashes, my eyes are open, I'm awake mascara. It lengthens, it adds a little bit volume, and there's tubing. Those are all the claims. So here's a few things you might want to know about this if you're considering it. Ingredients. There is something called simethicone in here, and I'm not sure if that's like the angry sister of dimethicone, but anything with methicone in it I don't like. Granted, that usually breaks out my face. Eyelashes I'm not as concerned about if it's lower on the list, and phenoxyethanol lower on the list. The narrow brush here, it's not a sexy acorn shape or an hourglass shape. It's not giant and fluffy or curved. It's just a basic narrow brush. And I have found this to be so easy to work with. I can apply it, it's malleable, it's flexible. You can really play around with it to get a nice like lift and amount of volume. There was zero clumping. I saw a little bit of sticking together after, I don't know, the third coat. I did need more than one coat for my lashes. So second or third coat, you know, you're playing around with it and doing the wiggle. Things stuck together, but not in an obnoxious way or in a way that I didn't like. Actually made the volume kind of go a level up. Speaking of volume, you're not getting the fluffy, messy lash here. You're getting a more defined volume, and it's just this beautiful sort of precise volume. The tubing technology I think is really what makes it look different from the other mascaras that I've tried, and in a very positive way. I saw zero clumping because of, I think, that as well. That's my best guess. So it wore really, really well throughout the day. Just wish they would get rid of the black plastic. And that is the Roundup. Have you tried any of these? Do you want to try any of these? Which ones would you try? And if you have tried them and liked them or not liked them, let us know in the comments below. I love having different perspectives here, so thank you in advance for sharing, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, don't forget to like the video. Now that you've seen the video, if you want to see more like it, just subscribe to the channel and you'll never miss a thing. I'm gonna go put these away and get back to more testing, and I will see you right back here real soon. Until then, bye.